What's happening, people? Welcome back to another episode of Red Divided. Myself, Tommy.
You got Ade here.
And you got your boy, Ham, a.k.a. third in the table, I think.
You're getting there.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it was top of the table the last time I come here. I have to check.
No.
We weren't top last time I was here.
No. You just. I think last time you was here, you beat Liverpool. We had me, you, Frosty.
Okay, yeah.
That was a Liverpool game.
So we would have been like second or something, maybe even.
Yeah, it was second.
Cool.
Well, welcome back. What was your birthday saying last week?
Yeah, it was good, man. It was good. I went to go check Balotelli and them man there.
What in Turkey?
Country,
I didn't want to give it away last week, so he was in Milan. But you should have watched the game out there, though. But
Mrs. had other plans. But it was good, though. It was a good birthday. Shout out to the missus. It's good, man.
Cool. All right. Thanks, people. Thanks for listening as always. If you can please subscribe, share this with friends and family. As we're saying every week, we really need to get our subscribers up. So please help us to get there. Where should we start this week? Obviously, I think this is the first time all of us have been together for a while, over a month.
Yeah. Probably a good 6 weeks or so.
Yeah.
Some things haven't changed in Manchester. Some things haven't changed in the month.
Yeah, some things haven't changed. We'll get to United in a bit. I was thinking we should just go straight from the final. Obviously, Liverpool and Chelsea's game just finished not too long ago. Look, obviously, I just think Chelsea messed up a massive opportunity for themselves. Like Liverpool had a lot of injuries. Despite that,
they're trash, man.
Despite that, Klopp, you just gotta give him respect. He didn't really care. We're just throwing on the young players regardless. Obviously, he knew that he still got a game midweek, FA Cup game, and he just didn't care. Some managers that will have players on the bench, but they just refuse to use them. But he didn't care.
Yeah.
One after the other. When he just kept on point,
it's the type of man he is, man.
Yeah, I was shocked. And Chelsea obviously had opportunities in the 90 minutes to win a game, and in the extra time, it's as if they just wanted to go penalties out of nowhere. From when you're creating chances, you almost won a game. You missed clear cut chances that should have won a game, at least 4 or 5 or so, even probably more than that.
Yeah, there are chances.
And then you're now going against kids that probably haven't been in this position before. You think they're going to push on in extra time, but I don't know. They just sat back. Just sat back. I couldn't believe my eyes. And look, it's a final. It doesn't really matter how you play a final as long as you win it. But it was a massive opportunity for them, and they've lost it. They're probably not going to get a better chance this season.
Definitely not this season.
Yeah, because they're still in the FA Cup, but
they ain't winning that. We can book that.
We'll see how. What was your thoughts on the game, huh?
Yeah, no, I thought it was a good game. I thought it was a good final. I just remember I just kept screaming at my TV, all the chances, post, Kelleher's save, Van Dijk's goal that got disallowed. Was it offside? Was it not? I just thought it was a really good game. And then I'm obviously Klopp with the youngsters. But my view was just that he got nothing to lose, innit? It's his last year. Blood them. If they win, they win. It's a Carling Cup. Liverpool fans, if you ask them, they want to win the league and the Champions League. They'll take the Carling Cup. They're here now. So many injuries. If they lost to Chelsea today, they wouldn't have seen it as the end of the world. And I thought Klopp's attitude with the youngsters was just this might be his last time at Wembley.
Yeah.
And he's got the opportunity to give these boys their chance, their break at Wembley in a final. Who knows whether they'll get this opportunity again in it. So I just thought it was a manager that knew that I'm going at the end of the season, give the players, look to the right. You want a game? All right, get on.
I don't even know your name.
You know what I'm saying? And it gave that energy that it's his last hurrah, innit? It's we watched Michael Jordan's last dance, innit? So I thought he had that attitude, and I thought that was brilliant for the young boys because they didn't let him down.
Yeah.
To a man, McConnell, Clark, all of them didn't let him down. And I just want them to win. Obviously, I'm neutral in this, but I wanted them to win 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I was happy that Liverpool won. I was happy that Van Dijk got the goal as well because it was just he's the signing that Klopp went after with Alisson. Sol Coutinho, didn't want to sell Coutinho, but had to, freed up the funds for Alisson and Van Dijk, and they just went like that. So I was happy. It was symbolic that Van Dijk got the goal for his manager, and it was good that they lifted the trophy together because that's a picture that they will have, and you always look back at that picture as, that's the manager and that's the player, the big player that they got. Henderson was captain, but we always come in here and said that Van Dijk's really the captain. So I thought it was fitting that he scored the goal, Klopp blooded the youngsters, Klopp won, and I was super happy. And that's it. No more trophies for them. That's it.
No.
That's it.
Yeah,
All that was, but I was happy for Klopp.
Yeah, give them credit. I'll be honest, I didn't actually want them to win, but give them credit when credit is due. They won the game, and obviously, we'll go into like talking points of the game. I was talking to Ade earlier. I was pissed when he took off Raheem Sterling because it's beginning to piss me off. This like, yes, Cole Palmer's playing well.
Yeah, there was no need for Raz to come off in that game. No.
What's the point of taking him off? It was like the only threat at that time.
Yeah,
Nicholas Jackson ain't gonna do shit,
bro. And then the thing is, even if you do want to take him off, let it be like 80-something minute. You're taking him off 65 minute in the final.
That's mad.
I'm just saying, unless Raheem was flagging or Raheem said something to you, there's under no circumstances.
You only do that when it's 0-0, unless it's either he's playing shit or he's injured. That's the
and he won't. But it's Raz though. Raz is a big game player though.
Thank you. And I just didn't understand. Honestly, I thought, you know, okay, even if you want to keep Cole Palmer on, but it's not Raheem that you're taking off. He's probably got more experience in this position
Jackson off, than anyone through the middle. I just keep it pushing.
And it just doesn't make sense. So I was quite surprised. And since then, I thought, you know what? And to be fair, they still created chances, but they weren't scoring. The only chances that they created and they scored was Raheem, but it was offside. And that was the only chance.
And that was offside as well.
And that was offside as well. So that was the only thing. And in terms of like the offside for the Van Dijk goal, I thought it was right to give it offside.
Yeah, it was the right decision.
Yeah, I thought it was the right decision because I was speaking to
I didn't see what the uproar was about. When I watched it back, it made sense.
It's exactly the same thing. When I watched it back, because I was going back and forth with someone, I was like, bro, what sense does if he didn't block him, Colwell would have been there? Because if you realise,
and if Colwell didn't even win the header or not, it's the fact that he was offside obstructing him.
My point is that, and what I was trying to say to him is like, if you realise, Ben Chilwell was on the other side of Van Dijk.
Yeah.
If Ben Chilwell was supposed to be marking Van Dijk, do you think he would be in that position? It wouldn't.
And Chilwell's never marking Van Dijk on a set piece anyway.
Colwell was supposed to be there, but they blocked him off.
Yeah, and Endo was offside when he blocked him off. It was a basic decision.
Yeah, so I think. But look, like Liverpool won. As I say, it don't matter how you play the final. Well done to them.
And they hit the post as well. Gakpo had chances. They had chances as well. Elliott had a couple. They had to keep a save.
The first half, Liverpool was all over them. In the first half, I think both of them had. It was
they swung. They had it.
It
was
a good final because it did swing both ways.
You swing exactly. Yeah. I think like because Liverpool were just moving mad in the first especially for like 20 minutes or so.
Diaz had a good game for them. He was a senior pro that had a good game for them.
He was moving. You could tell with the senior pro they weren't getting the ball off him.
Yeah. He was a senior pro.
He's a quality player though.
And his mum and dad were there, so he was riding hard.
It was like well done to them, man. So look, we'll see if Klopp gets any more. I wouldn't like. If I want them to get any more, it'll probably be
just Europa League or something.
He'll get Europa League.
Yeah.
I can't see who's going to beat them.
I don't know. I just think it's Europe at home and away. It's just,
I can't see it.
Yeah, maybe.
Unless someone beats them in the final, I can't see someone beating them.
It'll be a nice final between him and Leverkusen, Xavi Alonso and him. It'll be a nice final.
Maybe that.
I would love to see that final. I wouldn't want it to be. I wouldn't want it to come earlier.
Yeah.
I would like to see it in the final because potentially it could be Xavi Alonso.
Yeah, it's true.
That takes over.
That'll be a good final.
So it will be nice to see.
It'll be a good final.
But now it's going to be the very next round.
Next round, Leverkusen.
The very next round.
I wanted them to actually get Ajax so Anderson can go back to.
You want to see a team chop 7?
What, are they in Europa League or are they in the
conference?
They're in the conference, bro.
Oh shit. Okay, no, that can't happen now.
Big up Liverpool. I messaged all my Liverpool fans as well. Like,
did you message Klopp?
Huh?
I know you like to be messaging them on Insta.
No, the only people I DM on Insta is Declan Rice and Santi Cazorla. those are the only football players I've ever DM'd. I DM'd Santi in Spanish spare times. Like, just randomly. Like, I'll just message you randomly. I miss you, bro. I need you back, bro. I need him back. I just need Santi back on the coaching staff, bro.
Cool. Look, let's just go into our game first anyway, because there's no point starting with Arsenal. We've got nothing more positive to say about Arsenal. So
we don't have manners. They're just beating everybody. We are beating them bad. You
guys are beating everyone.
6-5 for everybody's.
Just starting off with United. Obviously, I think we touched on this last week about like the takeover, the 25% stake that Ratcliffe was going to get. And
who's this other guy? Why do I keep hearing this other guy's name? What is his name? Brailsfield. Is he part of the...
Yeah, I think part of the
in setup.
Yeah. So I think
he would have put money up as well, basically. Yeah.
No, he didn't put money. I think he's part, like... Basically, like his right-hand man.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Okay.
So, yeah. So, obviously, we was talking last week. I'm not sure if
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
And we obviously, me and Ade was on the same page in regards to like from like the moves they're making off the pitch. It's all great.
Yeah, it sounds positive. Yeah.
Sounds positive.
Yeah.
And but everything.
And then he had his interview after the podcast.
After the podcast. So his interview was quite insightful.
Yeah.
And I think what I took from his interview as well is I don't think this manager's going to stay.
We know that now.
But we know that. That's
common sense.
That's common sense.
Part,
we know that. But obviously, we had Frosty Head. I didn't think so as well. The other time. So we know that there's others that obviously don't think it should have.
He's got to go.
He's got to go. And I think yesterday's game is just the best example and one of the reasons why I want him to go.
Yeah, he's got to
because
go.
How many of those teams is going to come to Old Trafford and dominate us
and look comfortable?
Without their best player.
Harleen and them play, and Jimenez and them play,
bro, without their best player. How many times as fans should we go through that?
Harrison Reed was captain. He sent the mid.
It was a joke because I spoke to Tom before the game. I was like, United are going to win. And
you was confident United will win?
No, I was confident.
Because Fulham's away record is the only team that's worse than Sheffield United.
No, bro. So I thought United were going to win, but not based on United's ability.
Just that United
on the fact that it's Fulham away from home, and their best players missing.
Yeah, because Fulham don't do nothing away from home this season.
That's it. Not that I think we're great, but because of everything on Fulham's side, I'm like, there's just no way. They haven't won since the first day away since the first day of the season. And their best players missing. It just makes sense.
Two of their best players, Willian and Paulinho.
It just makes sense that we win this game. Yeah. Then I was speaking to Tom on my way back from football, and Tom's like, no, they're dominating.
No, bro. No, it was bad. It was bad.
This is mad. So obviously I hadn't seen it by then. So when I got home, I jumped in the shower, and I could hear, I'm listening to it on the radio as I'm showering. Then I heard Traore's name. I said, yay.
Yeah.
This was before we scored the equaliser.
Oh, yeah.
But as soon as I heard his name, I was like, we're in trouble because if we're trying to score a goal...
there's nobody to stop him on the break.
Yeah. So when we equalised and he scored, I was just like, me in the shower, I can tell this is a danger point. Why isn't someone at Old Trafford?
Identify this.
Boy, but
well, we just can't be committing that much chances against a team like Fulham, and especially when Fulham's
How many did they have? 17?
Bro.
They had bro.
Bare chances. And you know what? I didn't watch the first because I was trying to get...
I watched the whole game,
I couldn't watch it. He didn't watch the whole game. He watched the whole game after the game. You didn't watch it live though, did you?
What game? Oh, what? Is it because of...
Yeah.
Oh, is it? I'd say that.
I don't know. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Oh, what? Say that, man. I'd say that.
I'm legal. I'm legal, so I don't know what
I watched the whole game after.
After the game. Yeah, after the game.
Right.
But, so I was listening to... I was trying to watch the whole game after the game, but the channel I was trying to watch it on, I couldn't find it. Anyways. Anyway, I was listening to Soccer Saturday.
Yeah.
And sometimes Merce can exaggerate, innit?
Nah, there was nothing.
But there was there was no exaggeration, bro. Because I only watched the the 2-3 minutes highlight, that first half.
Nah, bro.
I'm thinking, is this the whole game?
Yeah, I sat down. I watched an hour and a half. Because I wanted to come on here and give a...
Onana was moving, like he travelled during that game. He must have clocked like 14 kilometers.
It was bad. It's just we can't be playing like that against Fulham. It's just...
Against Fulham, bro.
And I said that performance epitomized the reason why the manager can't stay, because this is not the first time.
No.
But then that's the problem. Once they're playing a team that pop the balls, obviously we've watched Fulham play this season, and we were like, when we went, we're like, actually, them and Wolves are popping the ball around.
They just got a lot of bark, no bite. That's
it. But now, when we come to face a team that can pop the ball, can pass in any sort of way, we find a problem.
Yeah, no, it was bad, man. Poor, and I'll say once again, comes up again in the press conference just saying rubbish,
talking shit.
Yeah, he was chatting shit.
Yeah, just saying.
I watched the game, bro. He was chatting shit, bro. Right.
And this one, we were talking about this, bro. Are you acting as if we're idiots?
Yeah, this is where our problem is.
This is my problem. Are you acting as if we're idiots? Imagine you watching a 90-minute game, and then someone else come and give you a total different perspective of the game.
Different analysis.
Bro, you're gonna. Am I crazy?
The only thing I can say is that he's wearing his United hat, innit? So if you guys watch Arsenal and I come here and say something, he's like, it's because you just bought Arsenal, that's why you're saying that.
No, he's got his.
So he's wearing his United hat.
No, he's wearing, I want to keep my job hat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so he's wearing, I'm managing that money.
The first time I said that was when we beat Everton. Remember I said that? I was like, this guy came out after. I was talking like we did well in this game. and he's just carried on. That's why I can't trust
And then obviously there's one thing doing it once, but when you come out time and time again, just saying complete rubbish, bro, we're not idiots.
And then you're worried that I hope this is not what he's saying to the boys behind closed door. Like I hope he's not coming out that performance and saying, "Well done, boys, you done well." Because that's unacceptable.
It's totally
absolutely unacceptable. Every single player in that room should have had a hairdryer treatment completely, bro.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's normal. Like the result don't surprise me, but as I said, I'm just upset that we can't keep getting dominated by these teams. They're on the other half at home as well. Like the fans, it's not acceptable as fans yet. I didn't even go to the game.
They're bottom half of the table.
I feel sorry for whatever the fans that were in the stadium.
My brother went yesterday. I was like, this old elderly man. His old
Baba.
I feel sorry for those fans that are traveling to watch kind of at home. It's not acceptable for fans to watch those type of games.
United didn't have a Sean Tugg until like 77 minutes. Bro. That's the first time United fans was able to roar about something. Yeah, and Fulham had already gone 1-0 up.
Yeah, it's just not acceptable. And look, I just thought if he does at the end of the season and he doesn't go, I'll be shocked. I'll be honest. I'll be shocked if they don't have other plans.
Yeah, they must.
I'll be shocked.
They must. If they're talking about they want excellence in all departments in United, then
because as I said, I was listening to his interview, to the Radcliffe's interview. I didn't watch the full thing, just different snippets of it. And one of the things he was saying is basically like, United, we need to do this. We've got to be great at this, great at that.
Yeah.
And one of the words that stuck to me was, we have to play the greatest football. The manager doesn't. So you can't say you want to play the greatest football and knowing what we got in place at the moment. Like, there's no way both your plans and these plans are aligned.
No.
As much as the manager can come in every press conference and pull up a brave face, we know, bro, deep inside, you know what's happening. And they're probably the only lifeline they're giving him is, you have to get Champions League football. But deep inside, they know even if you do get Champions League football, you are not staying. But they're giving you some sort of incentives, like, go and get us Champions League football.
I just think there's been so much turmoil around United that sacking the manager now with like 12, 13 games to go is rocking the boat too much. So I think for them, they're just taking as much data, as much info as possible. And then it's like, they'll read him his rights at the end of the season because it's just not been good enough all season. Like that game yesterday was, like, I watched the whole game after the game. And United was shockingly bad. Like, I want to give Fulham praise, but we're not here to talk about Fulham as Red Divided. Talk about Arsenal and United, innit?
Yeah.
United was shocking. Like, I'm talking about, there was no press, so I'm talking about Iwobi ran through the middle like twice. And literally, I'm talking about ran through the middle twice, middle of the park, boom. And just because he's poor technique, didn't get on target. Then Andres Pereira's had the freedom of Old Trafford. So if you had just come to that game and just watched, you wouldn't know that Pereira used to play for you guys and Bruno is the upgrade, much better. You would think, well, that number 8 that's wearing the captain, he's not really a good football player. And the number 18 with the blonde hair for Fulham, he's actually a really good football player. He could do a job for United. Like Bruno, that's probably the worst I've seen him play. Marcus, like, I love Marcus, but I'm slowly starting to not love Marcus as much, because yesterday that's a 0 out of 10 performance. I'm talking I'm talking about he didn't run, so he wasn't like, he didn't put a sprint on, in my opinion.
Real. That's real.
If you're playing up front out there, and let's say I'm not feeding you the ball, like, for you to run onto it, then the most you can do is show yourself so you can give me a bounce pass. So if I give it to you, bounce it back to me, and then spin.
Make yourself useful. So
he didn't do that. The runs in behind was non-existent, but and he could blame that to the people behind him weren't playing well, because none of them were playing well. Casemiro maybe a little bit, but then again, he's giving the ball away as well. But to a man, other than Dallo and maybe Cassie, they were all shockingly bad, and I couldn't put my finger on it because I'm thinking, okay, cool, first half. I've watched us first half, not good. Manager reads them the right act. They come out second half, boom. They come out second half and Fulham were even better. Fulham were even better, and United were even worse. United didn't get to gear, until when they had a shot on target. I think it was Bruno, or someone had a shot on target. Keeper saved it. United fans roared. Then you could see the normal, typical Stretford onslaught coming on. But that was perfect for Fulham, because as soon as that happened, like Ade said, they just went to baby oil. There's bare space. When United press, you just stay on the halfway line. You know what I'm saying? And then obviously Maguire's got equaliser, and I'm thinking, okay, cool, United are just going to go on and win the game 2-1. It's going to be that dead, paper over the crack, shocking performance. This ain't something that someone told me. I watched it in my eyes. It's a shocking performance. When Fulham scored, I did clap because it was deserved. Fulham couldn't have left there with a point. The way they played their football yesterday, and the thing is just that I was super impressed with like Tosin and Kyle and Bassi because that was at Old Trafford, and it was passing through the lines. They never punted it like that because Rodrigo Muniz is playing up top against Maguire and Varane. You're not going to win much up there. But they were brave to punch it through the lines to Harrison Reed and what's the guy, Lukic and Pereira. And once they got it, Harrison Wilson and Iwobi was coming in. So it's like a 5 across. So that's why they had the ball so much. And that's why United was pressing them with Casemiro, Maino and Bruno. But what's that gonna do? You got an old guy in Cassie, got Bruno that's gonna run everywhere anyway. And then Maino's just trying to find his feet in the game. So Fulham just fully dominated, and obviously shout out to Marco Silva for getting these tactics spot on, because whatever Ten Hag worked on in the week, that wasn't on display on Saturday. He was completely on the back foot, and he tried to change it, McTominay, Eriksen, but that was just making United even worse.
And the thing is, Bruno's not a playmaking. Like, he's not someone that's going to set the tempo. He's like a Lampard, where it's his goals that make you rave about him, and assists that make you rave about him. But in terms of playmaking, it's not him.
He don't build up the play. There was that. I mean, I watched United this season, but that was one of the worst. Fulham were good, but United was shockingly bad, bro. Shockingly bad.
I think in terms of like Rashford, you weren't the only one. I've seen.
Marcus was horrible, I didn't watch the game,
but literally, when you get all like the feedback from social media,
Marcus was horrible,
like YouTube,
bro.
Everyone was just talking about how bad he was.
United were bad. He was bad.
Everyone. It was
0 out of 10 is deep.
Nah, he was bad because he didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing.
That's poor, man.
Calvin Bassey and Tosin would have come out of that game. They probably didn't break sweat.
And you're a professional, bro.
They probably did not break sweat, bro.
That's poor. He's
And then obviously the young lad that made his debut, bless him, he tried force Amari Force, and he tried, but they had to hook him because he looked like a deer in headlights. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a bit too much. This is too fast happening around me right now. And bless him,
especially in a game where the whole team's struggling.
The whole team. Like, if you want to blood a youngster, you want to blood them into a team that's we're functioning. United are far from, and there's no way United make top 4 this season. There's no way United make top 4. No way, bro.
That's it really. But obviously, what we got next? We got Nottingham Forest in the FA Cup. That's away from home. So,
and then you got the Manchester Derby.
Then we got the Derby.
You lot away for the Derby.
That's a write-off already.
But what was the home? Was the home one bad this year? Was it 1-0?
3-0.
It was 3-0.
3-0.
That game,
So it could have been a lot worse. They just dominated us.
It was 3-0.
Yeah, they just dominated.
They just dominated.
I remember us talking about it after.
I remember you were saying that. It was worse than a 6 or something.
Than the 6.
Oh, the domination.
Yeah. So
that was like orchestra. When you go to the theatre, you just watch a live play. It just looks. You leave there, I think that was really
obviously
good.
Man City's haven't been scoring enough goals, but
they haven't been free flowing. But
it will be us that they will do it again.
So, and United will give them the platform.
100%.
United are not a high pressing team, bro.
100%.
But the thing is, we shouldn't attack. We just sit back and just accept losing 2-0.
But even that, though, it's just like, even yesterday when I was watching it, whoever I don't want to mention, but I was watching it, and it's like, United are just too gappy. Like, the gaps are just
that's the
big.
But it's always been like that.
It's just big.
Can you remember the first game of the season? So that's why
Wolves at home.
It's very confusing because
like
I see people attacking and I'm like, why is this so open?
Even yesterday.
I've been saying it, that see the 3 that we play in the middle is as if there's no cohesion between all 3, because it's like, it's so like open.
So
How is it possible?
But then if it's gonna be that open, whether the defenders at the back don't want, I know Harry don't want to squeeze that high up because he's got no legs, but they have to squeeze as high up as possible, so it doesn't look like there's bare space.
Something's gonna happen.
Something's gonna happen. But then we're talking about something that we can see from the beginning of the season.
Bro, it was
game one.
Yeah, it was glaring yesterday.
How, as the management team, allow it to continue until what?
They're just bare space. When you watch United, they're just so open. It's so open. That's why you're saying teams just come to Old Trafford and just pop.
And they're running free. The same way you said Iwobi's just running free.
They're just clueless. The manager just whatever information he's feeding the players is, one, they can't carry it out. 2, it's probably completely nonsense then, because it's the same old thing. Like, you can't.
Maybe he don't know how to fix it. Maybe he's seen it, but he doesn't know how to fix it.
Even when we were,
he would just try to
talking about even when we do go 2-0, we're never comfortable. We're always vulnerable. There's never a time as a fan this season where we can go play 90 minutes of football and thinking,
we'll be stupid if we felt
the whole
comfortable. We've let a 2-goal lead slip at least 5-6 times this season.
Bare times.
It'd be mad if we felt okay.
It's just, when I watched United yesterday, that was a while. It's night and day between when you watch other teams that are compact. and everything you do against them has to go wide. You have to go wide to come back in. United, you can just go straight for the heart of them. You can literally just go through straight to the heart of United.
Imagine before Traore came on, they would do it anyway.
They were doing it anyway, yeah.
So you can imagine Traore. Like literally, as soon as I heard his name, I thought like, shit.
Yeah.
Cool.
But big up Fulham though, man.
Yeah, well done to Fulham. Good finish as well, but it will be.
Yeah, super happy for him as well, man.
Both goals were great finishes.
Shout out my Nigerian brothers, man.
Yeah, for both of them, happy for them.
Happy for Iwobi, bro.
So
I'm sure he had a hard week or two. So.
Cool. All right, cool. What we do? Unless there's anything, do you want to touch on? Is like Ratcliffe's interview,
man.
But there's nothing.
I want to see. I want to see tangible.
Yeah,
I didn't want to see a new manager and new signings, bro.
Tangible stuff.
Yeah, so we'll see. Anyway, just quickly, just to touch on the Newcastle and Dan Ashworth conversation saga. Obviously, it's a year, right, that he has to wait. We have to wait unless we pay compensation.
You gotta pay the compensation. You have to pay it. Yeah, you have to pay that, bro.
I think they're just trying to.
It's 30M or something, isn't it?
No, it's minor. It's
less than
that. They're saying 20. But then we're saying 20 is way too much.
Yeah, I've heard 10.
It's not way too much, bro. You might not in trouble. Pay the money, bro.
No. We're negotiating.
We're negotiating.
We're gonna pay.
Yeah, you gotta pay.
We're gonna pay.
You might change your fortunes around, bro.
Brother, we spent money on shit.
You spent money on shit.
We spent money on Anthony.
You know, Anthony came on yesterday 1 minute ago. Anthony came on like a minute ago yesterday.
It was his birthday. They gave him a parent's fee on his birthday.
Bro, my man came off like a minute ago.
Yeah, a parent's fee, bro. He's still getting paid.
That was mad,
He's
bro.
getting
Man
paid for
started
coming
Amari
on.
Forson ahead of him, bro.
No, but bro, why shouldn't he? If I was walking down the street, he should test me out ahead of Anthony right now.
So look, what you think United will pay something then? Yeah, we'll pay.
Yeah, 100.
We spend money on shit, bro.
I do think 20 million is too much though. So
I just think
You
for what
think it's too much?
for what he can do in turn.
In terms of like garden leave, if someone's on garden leave, he's not going to be able to do something. You're still going to be paying him. You want to get rid of 20 million, especially when you've just had the same issue with Brighton. And you gave Brighton what? How much? 2 to 3 million or whatever you gave Brighton. So you can't expect.
See, Tom, beggars can't be choosers.
I guess
right now,
we're the
your recruitment's
biggest
on the
beggars.
floor. Though.
We're the biggest beggars in this world.
The problem is their recruitment's on the floor.
On the biggest beggars in this world.
Yeah. If there's a man there that has a track record of, I get the shit done.
And if we spend 100 million on Anthony,
come on. And just don't let it be that manager that's going to identify the talent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right, cool. Look. Hopefully they get that arranged soon anyway, because I think both teams are just going back and forth and waiting for
Newcastle definitely don't want to lose him.
Well, they've lost him already, so he ain't got no choice. He's gone already, so it's up to them whether they want him to wait for the whole year or United, and it's up to United really whether we want to pay.
If I was Newcastle, I'll just make the fee absorbing it, bro.
Yeah. Factual.
You might want it at 50M, bro.
Even if I'm not using it.
Yeah, you might want it at 50M. Because remember, Newcastle are, like, in their mind, they're going to be challenging for this league the same way you man are going to be challenging for the league.
No, but at the same time,
they don't want you lot
they've
to
got
have
issues with financial fair play as well. So they will want. That's why they want money in it. So that whatever we give them, that 20 million will help them with financial fair play. So and you.
But it's the same as you. Everyone's dealing with that. Everyone. You guys, because I heard in his interview talking about trying to balance the books.
Yeah, but everyone is, but they're in the worst position than us, according to what I've seen anyway. From like they're probably in the worst because we generate a lot more money, but we're still in a situation as well. So
you guys, good thing is you got a lot to clear off your books this summer though. Your clear out's going to be big this summer. If the new owners are serious with the 25% stake, there's a lot of players that you can get rid of, bro. A lot of wages. If it's not transfer
minimum.
And thingy's wages are going to Sancho's wages has come off. What's his name? Martial's wages has come off. Lindelof or Varane, bro. One or both of them will come off.
Buying Sancho.
Yeah. So
ain't nobody buying Sancho.
Fair enough.
Sitting around.
But you got enough players that you can get off, that you can get their wages off your books. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's going to free up space anyway.
Buy them.
All right, cool.
I don't want them. I don't want none of your players, bro.
Look, it's the work they've got. It's a lot of work, and we'll see what.
And it's not going to happen overnight.
No, 100%. Yeah.
But if United fans have waited this long, bro, then
I'll wait.
Wait some more in it, bro.
Cool. All right, cool. Let's move on to Arsenal. We just start with the Porto game right before we go into yesterday's game.
Oh shit! You guys do Europe, innit? Oh
yeah.
You forgot?
We don't have Europe, innit?
We play midweek football, fam.
Us two were doing midweek this week.
Going into game, I remember obviously speaking to Ade going into the game, and I saw Porto's form.
Yeah.
For some reason, everyone thought it was going to be a walkover. I just couldn't really understand.
I think I can't say he's doing a good job with them. Bro.
Obviously, they're third in the league, but the form is quite good of recent. And even the bookies didn't even give him a chance because I sent Ade the odds. I was like,
odds were mad.
For them to win?
Yeah.
For them to win.
What was it, like 7-1 or something?
No.
Something mad?
4-1, but
92.
92, but that's mad for a team at home. That's
so
mad.
I remember sending it to Ade. I was like,
I bet though, you know.
I was like,
I bet though. It's just first leg. It's not saying they're going to win the tie, innit?
Exactly, yeah.
It was a bit mad. Those odds were mad.
So I'll send it to him. I was like, is it me or they're taking the piss with this price? Like, because this is just, I know, Arsenal's the better team.
But maybe because the formula's coming on. We was battering everyone 5, 6s, 4s.
There's been no form as well. There's been all right. And then historically, if you check historically, you haven't beaten them at home.
No, we don't. Yeah.
Exactly. So as soon as Tom sent me the odds, the first thing I went to was Flash Score to check the form. Yeah. Say maybe there's something that could explain this.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know what? But I told Tom, I was like, I still expect Arsenal to win, but there's no reason to say Porto can't win at home.
Yeah. And look, obviously, just talk us through the game anyway. What was your thought through the game? Did you have the same mindset? You thought you were going to beat them away, or what did you want? What result would you willing to get away from home?
To be fair, as long as you go away and the tie's not done in the first leg, I don't really care. Right now, I'm still confident that we win the tie. Mine is just get through to the next stage. So when we won 2-0 there, I would still be saying we still got to take care of business at home. It wouldn't change. Obviously, we want the advantage in it. But just in terms of the gameplay, for the boys being their first knockout game together as a group, I thought how we managed the occasion. I thought the boys were good. I wouldn't say they were excellent. I wouldn't give them nothing more than a 6.5 out of 10 for the performance, simply because on the attacking in the final third, there wasn't enough bite. There wasn't enough threat. Not enough. We didn't put them on. We didn't really put them underneath them. But then big up to their manager and their tactics and whatever they done. You're not going to play Arsenal and not watch us. You watched us batter everybody in the last 3 to 4 weeks since the turn of the year. 4 goals, 5 goals, 6 goals. Even when we weren't, we're still creating a madness. So I expect them to try and nullify us and limit us. And they literally said, we don't care what we do in terms of build-up. Our build-up is going to come on transition. So what we're going to do is stand back, stay as compact as possible, trust that we can go one-on-one with their fullbacks, because I thought they nullified Saka and Martinelli better than anyone else I've seen this season. That's kudos to them. I don't think they'll do that at Emirates, but they did.
And they can score goals.
And their game plan, it worked. I thought we were comfortable. I thought getting out of there 0-0 would have been more than a fair result, because I thought we handled the football well enough. We didn't create, like how they say, we didn't create nothing, pretty much nothing. But I didn't look at the performance and think, damn, the boys were shocking. I see some people talking about it. Arsenal fans saying, oh my God, we was terrible. I don't think it was terrible. Unless they're watching a different game to me, I don't think we was terrible. It's our first game together in the knockout stage, away from home, and we lost 1-0.
People base football on results. They don't watch the game.
I don't think, because if Martinelli just runs down the wing, it's 30 seconds ago, him trying to play a crossfield pass, you could ask me 10 days out of 10, I would have told you he's not going to make that pass. I watch Martinelli every week, and I'm not Martinelli's biggest fan. I like Martinelli, but I love Saka. But I like Martinelli, so there's a difference between how I feel. So I know he can't execute that pass like that. I watched him at Anfield the other day, last season, when we was 2-2, and all he's got to do is put the ball to Saka, same crossfield pass. It's even easier. He could have made that pass. So him trying to make a crossfield pass with 30 seconds ago was, for me, naive, immature, and I'm hoping that the more we play Champions League football, the more he'll realise the essence of just keep the football. Just keep the football. It's vitally important that in Europe we keep the football. And I thought, to a man, I thought all of them done okay. I don't think anyone was bad. And I'm okay. When it was 1-0, I was just pissed that we lost the game. That's it. But in terms of the performance, I think it was nothing to be like alarmed about. And I'm sure, knowing my manager, knowing the players, they would analyse that game 100 times over before we play them, know what we need to do, know what pockets we need to get to. If we got to tweak things, we'll tweak it. But I'm still confident that we beat them when we get them at home. Not saying that they can't do what they done away in terms of like set up defensively. I just think we'll be sharper, quicker. Our tenors will be up, because we're playing with a level of desperation. We have to score. We're not going into this game saying, okay, we can just coast and go. We have to score 2 to win the game, unless it goes to penalties. So I think we'll be sharper, we'll be more clinical, and I think we'll get the job done.
Cool. What are you saying out there about the game?
Yeah, to be honest, I ultimately think Arsenal are a better team. I don't think. I would like to say they don't shut them out both games, but
I mean, it's possible.
It's possible. It's possible, but it's one of those ones that I think Arsenal is a better team. I expected them to win in Portugal. Obviously, they didn't, but back at the Emirates, the football Arsenal are playing and the confidence that they have, I expect them to see it through. But you just never know. You never know. It'll be a shock if they don't go.
Yeah, 100%. But we've had a lot of those.
I'd love it, though.
We've had a lot of those in Europe.
It's not that I don't want a shock. I'll be happy with a shock. I don't expect it.
Yeah. I expect us to. I mean, we don't play them again till another 2 weeks or something, 3 weeks or something. So hopefully by then we've got at least 2 or 3 out of 5 players that were missing. Obviously, we missed Timber all season. But if we can get Zinni, Jesus back, those two. If Partey's back, fantastic. If we can get Zinni and Jesus back, it makes us more offensive because Kivior limits us down that side, which is natural because actually he's not a left back, he's filling in. But having Zinni back changes the dynamics of how we play anyway, and that will give Porto a different problem because right now we're playing Ben White inside, and that's never going to be the same as playing Zinni inside. So hopefully we can get 2 out of the 5 players back. If we get Partey back as well, brilliant. We can play Partey in there, probably bring Trossard off the bench. But I do think, like I said, I think we'll go through.
Cool. Yeah, no, yeah. From the obviously just going off what you were saying, I don't think you played bad. So I'm not. If the fans do think it was a bad performance, I don't think it was a bad performance. Obviously, it was more threatening. The only time you pose a threat was set pieces, which you're always going to
just get blowing all the time, man.
Yeah, I think
ref was blowing every time.
I just think that the new word was.
We had 9 corners, bro. We didn't. None of them was.
So when I was watching it, the only thing I thought in my mind, watching that is they're not going to get away with this at Emirates.
No, they can't do unless the referee is even mad.
It's easy for you to get away with it with your crowd. Dropping down.
No.
To be fair to the ref, he didn't give absolutely everything. There was others that he let go that you did have that. Was it far post that you had a few headers? Kai Havertz. I think someone else. I think. Saliba had
Gabriel
one.
had one,
a couple of you had one, so he did let a few go, but they're not going to get the same.
Because I thought it was a joke,
and I think they knew that you was a threat, so they would know. So what first thing they were trying to do is protect the keeper first and foremost, making sure no one's getting in the keeper's way. So whenever the keeper,
that's Ben White's job.
Yeah, whenever
Ben White's
the keeper
always around the goalkeeper,
come and claim it, which the keeper did very well as well.
He done well.
He done very well. He was quite composed, but yeah, that was the only time you threatened them. Really, apart from that.
Nothing from open play.
Nothing from open play. And as you said, I think the 2 man of the match of the game was the 2 fullbacks because they was able to 1-on-1. There was Saka and Martinelli all getting comfortable, no threat whatsoever. I didn't even see at any point anyone go out there to support them. So they were dealing with because as soon as they both get the ball, the both of them were just out there tight, no space, and they done well. And obviously the final goal. I was about to get up. You know when you're getting up, think, okay, game's done. About to turn my back. I saw him give the ball away. Then I think, okay, cool. What's happening here? And then it hit the shot, and I didn't even think it was gonna go in. But just a quick, I know like the shot itself. I know there was a few noise around the goalkeeper's positioning. Did you see anything wrong with the goalkeeper's positioning?
No, it was just point the blame on the right people. Martinelli shouldn't get the ball away, and Declan Rice has to get out to the shot quicker. That's it. Goalkeeper is there to save the shot. If he could save it, he would have saved it. He couldn't save it. Declan Rice has to get. If you ask Declan to his face, Declan will be honest and say,
"No, he did say
I should have got out to him quicker." You know what I'm saying? Fair enough. It's 93 minutes. He's probably tired. Hour and a half of running. He might be tired. I'll cut him some slack, but he's got to do better there. But people blaming the goalkeeper, that's clutching, bro. That's clutching, bro. There's a good goal, bro.
Cool. All right. Cool. So that's that game. So we move on. So we touch back on this obviously once the Champions League resume. But I'm not a fan of this like 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah. When I heard that it's 3 weeks, so I was like,
you forget.
That's ridiculous. And having to be this whole Champions League game week hasn't been exciting as over years.
Spread out too much.
I don't know what it is, and there's not that much goals.
Yeah, and there's no away goals, isn't it?
There's no away goals. But last year was fine.
I really liked away goals.
Last year was fine. There was a lot of goals last year as well, but it just wasn't as exciting as.
It's when we get to the quarters and that, then less games will be.
Yeah. Hopefully, anyway. Cool. Obviously, Newcastle just yesterday.
Back to regular proceedings.
But that was just a battering. I don't think there's any point of discussing the game.
Easy.
It was too easy.
As I was watching, I was just thinking, it's just easy.
It was just it was battering. It was bad.
4 was even low.
Yeah, low. We should have been 4 at half time.
It could even be 6 at half time.
Should have been 4 at half time.
Yeah, it was that. Yeah, they were just. They couldn't even get a hold of the ball for more than like 5 seconds.
They went into our half. 26 minutes was the first time they went into our half.
Yeah,
it was camped in their half for almost half an hour.
It was easy. And look, obviously your team in form, you're scoring a lot of goals. What do you actually put that down to? Obviously, prior to the Christmas break, the noise was that you're not getting enough goals. You need a new striker. Now we're not hearing that no more. What are you putting that down to?
Just more training, more finishing drills on the training ground, more clinical. He's probably just stressing the importance of we're going for a title here, innit? We're going for stuff. We can create all we want, but we've got to put the ball in the back of the net, boys. It's that simple. And we're not getting a striker. I'm assuming Arteta's probably told the boys or Edu's come down and say, listen, no one's coming in, no one's going out. This is all we got. We're riding with this to the end of the season. So the onus is on you guys to finish off these chances, because you're shooting yourself in the foot by playing well, creating all these chances, and then fluffing your lines. And that's all it is. I just think whether the manager's got them doing more drills or whether they're more confident, or he's just showing them maybe last season. That's what I would have done. I might have showed Martinelli and Saka and Odegaard last season. You were getting into these positions and you were finishing. No problem. All of you 15, 15, 14 or 15, 14, 14 in the league. So you know what I'm saying? So you guys have shown that you can do this. It's just about replicating that, and that's how you become a household name, a great. That's why Saka's on his way to becoming a Premier League ledge by putting up numbers year in, year out. We don't really have dips. If you want to be a top player, can't really have dips like that. You know what I'm saying? So I would just attribute it to that, because it's not like these boys can't finish. Like I said, they showed us last season they could. Not like they can't. We got a striker last year, but hey, there's no difference between Ade and Jesus' goal scoring record. I'm telling you, Ade probably scores.
Bang on yesterday, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Jesus is just, no disrespect to Ade, he's just an all-round better player. You know what I'm saying? But if it's putting in the back of the net, Ade probably putting in the back of the net as much as Jesus. So it's not like we got a striker that is 30 a season and he took the pressure off them lot. Them lot still coming to this season knowing that Jesus, one, is injury prone, and two, he's not bagging that many. They're all gonna bag the same, innit? So I just like to think that break in Dubai just recalibrated their minds as to, you guys are having decent seasons, but in order for us to go get the big trophies, that ball's got to go in the back of the net, and we have to be clinical and ruthless. And if you watch us play, we are clinical and ruthless. We're creating probably the same amount of chances as we were in the first half of the season, but we're just sticking them away now, innit? Like, look at the goals that went against West Ham. Like, Declan Rice whips it, top hand, 6-0. Trossard, touch, bang. Don't think about it. Because I'm sure either you think, like, when you don't think about your chances, that's when they go in.
No,
when you have to start thinking and thinking, then you get stiff, and then you get tight, and then you miss. Just play free. Don't think. Literally, don't think. Just know what you're going to do. The goal don't move, execute. Just like Saka's goal yesterday against Liverpool. Bend him up. The goals don't move. Left foot, place it. Cool. Perfect. So, yeah, I just attributed that to the manager, and obviously to the players have to implement what the manager wants, innit? But just to touch on our game yesterday, the importance of having centre halves that are quick and fast and strong in this league cannot be understated, bro. The reason why Liverpool and Man City and us now, and maybe Tottenham next season, if they get that new guy they got from Bologna, might be a madness. And if they pair him and Van der Ven together, Tottenham might do something crazy moving forward. But the reason why we're able to do what we done yesterday in terms of keeping Newcastle in the half an hour is not the attacking players are great, but Saliba and Gabriel can literally cover the whole half by themselves. I remember most teams play with one forward now, so my fullbacks are taking care of the wingers. Gabby and Saliba are going 2-on-1. I trust Gabby to go 1-on-1, and I trust Saliba to go 1-on-1, and I'm sure Arteta thinks that. So that's why we're able to squeeze as high as possible. That's why Newcastle couldn't get out of their half yesterday. And I'm sure we'll do the same when Porto come first half an hour, be as on them as possible, be as aggressive as possible. Because if you watch Gabriel's positions this season, my man's sometimes playing in the 8 position. As in him, Rice, Jorginho might be in a line together. And then Saliba will just look after Isak by himself. But he's looking at him, if you need help, I'm coming back to help you, and vice versa. So it allows us to put more bodies into the middle, allows us to literally hem teams in. So I just wanted to point out, because when I was watching yesterday, we was ultra aggressive, and I don't know whether that's something that Arteta told them before the game, that press them, Newcastle can't play out. But whatever it was, I loved it, because we literally dominated them for pretty much the whole game. They had a little spell in the second half, and I was a bit nervous, even though it's 2-0. But once we got our third goal, we was comfortable. But not much to say about the game. We had to get them back because they cheated us.
Yeah, that's what I was about.
They cheated us out of a win or a win.
The players probably just wanted to put up a good performance out as well.
And obviously the Porto thing. And I love that about us, because this season we're bouncing back. We're not allowing ourselves to go on a low of 2, 3, 4 games,
which is what lost it for you last season.
Exactly.
Just a quick one to touch on this before we move on. Obviously, this has been making the rounds for the last couple of weeks or so. I thought we should have touched on it last week, actually, but I forgot. So obviously, Rio made a statement a week or two ago about world class.
Saka and Foden.
I know we always having to go with this because everyone have their own definition of world class. There's no definite definition of like what a world class player is. So before we actually go into the two players, what's your definition of world class? Like personally, what would you?
You got, for me,
what are the categories that a player has to hit for them?
For me, mine's pretty simple. You got to have the technical ability. 1, technique's got to be almost A1, and then 2, you have to have consistency. My I'm not saying you can't be world class at 18, but for me it'll be hard to class the players. Like, I gotta see you do something for a year, 2, 3, 4. Like for me, Kylian Mbappe is world class. I watched him at Monaco at 17. I'm watching him now at 24. He's a fucking madness. So he is world class. And for me,
levels are high.
Yeah, and for me, the young bucks. If I'm gonna call you world class now, he's the standard for me. So you gotta be almost like moving mad for a couple seasons. I can't call someone world class for 1 year. I've seen a lot of players play well for 1 year. So for me, the technical ability has got to be like, unlike a lot of people in the room, got to say, yeah, he's sound.
Yeah.
And then we got to go production, not so much, because I come from an era where Zinedine Zidane was world class for me, and Zizou might have got. If he got double figures in a season of goals, he would have been jumping for joy. You know what I'm saying?
It's not
so production for me is not. Yeah, it's not all about. But me, it's just
especially in certain positions
technical
as well.
ability has to be there. Big game player as well for me as well, in terms of you turn up big game, and then consistency. Consistency is key for me.
Is yours any different from that? Or
yeah, I think the key part is the consistency, and obviously you have to have done it at all levels, right? Because if we look at Saka now, and if someone's going to pose an argument to me and say, "Oh, he's world class," apart from the consistency, you have to do it at all levels. He hasn't had the opportunity to play at Champions League, so I can't.
I think that's what Rio's point was as well.
I can't tick off that box. So it's
he played for England.
What Ham said.
He played for England, and and what was that? Euros? Did he play in? World Cup?
Euros. It was the Euros.
Is it 2 tournaments? Has he played 2 tournaments?
No, he's played 2 tournaments. Yeah, so he would have played them both.
World Cup and Euros.
It was more.
The World Cup was the one where he scored the 2 goals in the game. Innit? That's World Cup. Yeah. And he played well. He played well in the World Cup. Yeah.
So it's just ticking off all the boxes, and that's it. But yeah, people just make it dramatic. At the end of the day, it doesn't stop him from being a very fantastic player.
Yeah. Good. And obviously that posed my.
Would you say this? You say the same for you though, in terms of how you would define a world class? Because where we're coming from, our areas different. Like we saw a lot of world class players.
But obviously,
and I'm not changing my mind on what world class looks like to me.
And why in terms of our era, it's just it's totally different. But you mentioned as Dan as well, but those requirements they weren't required to get that much goals. There wasn't a lot emphasis on cool,
no, we weren't on stats though.
Yeah, we weren't on stats.
Yeah, exactly.
On stats.
Yeah,
they still had to score and assist. This generation.
Same thing as like we look at we compare. Same way. I think we had this discussion where we was comparing like Giggs's stats to everyone's stats now. So it's totally. But then at the same time, Fergie loved him off back then. See what I'm saying? Because there was other things that he was doing for Fergie on the pitch. Because Fergie, in his mind, is you don't need to do anything else apart from you getting the ball to the strikers to get all the goals. I just want my strikers to get the goals. If my strikers getting the goals and scoring,
and if you're getting chipping in with 5, 6, 7 a season, I will take that.
So there's like the requirements from those type of players were different, but it's pretty much the same as both of you. Will be consistency 100%. Like you gotta
be moving mad for.
I don't want
you be moving like Rashford.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Kevin De Bruyne is a prime example for me. He's
prime example.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying. Yeah, because he's consistently hitting those levels.
Second one is spot on technical abilities. I just want at times you see a player come on the pitch thinking, technically this guy
he's sound.
He's sound. He's amazing. And then what Ade said in terms of like the levels in it, they'll be at different levels. It's okay, you playing it right at Championship, but then from Championship you have to move to the Premier League. You do that in the Premier League. Okay, cool. From Premier League, Champions League. Like if you get the opportunity to play in like World Cup or European football. So all those is very important. But I said I just need to 1 or 2 years is not good enough for me. At least to see 3 years.
Just 100%
being consistent and he's on his way there. So I don't know why people are knocking Rio's comment.
Well,
he's definitely.
I think it's
the world we live in.
I think it's the comparison. I think when he mentioned Foden Saka isn't, people automatically gonna look. So let me look at the numbers then. Bro, Saka's numbers just as good, bro. So what do you mean? You know what I'm saying?
Because it's easy to
and this season they're going neck and neck for their production.
And I think that's where he's probably I think that's probably where he's made a mistake is the name Foden that is used as a comparison.
Yeah, because Foden's not world class for me.
I don't think both of them are world class for me as well. But then we talk about technical ability. Foden's out of this world. Saka doesn't even match him for technical ability. But then when you talk about consistency, then Saka consistent is a lot more consistent than Foden. Do you know what I'm saying? And then both will play that. Obviously, he hasn't had the opportunity to play at all levels like Foden has, but Foden also played at different level and perform at all those levels that he's.
But then I think someone's rebuttal to that was, but when Foden plays for England, he don't look nothing like how when Saka plays for England, Saka's nailed down that position as a right
but then there's also circumstances to how.
But then Foden doesn't have a position.
The way Gareth plays doesn't support the likes of Foden. Whereas when Gareth is quite reserved. You know what I mean? Like he likes to play in transaction at times.
The wingers excel.
Exactly. The way Gareth play allows the wingers to excel because you're popping the ball into spaces with wingers to one-on-one.
Dead Rashford will still perform for England.
Because Rashford was still performing for England, scoring goals despite them not playing for United. So it just depends on also depends on how the manager plays, innit? So not saying Foden's not good, but it's like there's so many players that have gone into the England fold that we are upset. Like, why is he playing them like this? Let them go. Why are we using two anchors? It's because of the way he plays, innit? But how Pep plays allows Foden to blossom. Especially you talk about him allowing him in the middle at times.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. So even yesterday, see the ball, the touch that he gave to Haaland to free on goal, it's disgusting.
Yeah, but feels mad though.
So it's just.
Mad. And I would have preferred. Sorry, go on, Tom.
And I think that's why we haven't got the best of Foden in an international stage. It's not that he doesn't have.
Just because that wanker keeps saying he can't play in the middle of the park. Yeah, that's why I don't understand, bro. He's not watch football.
It's not that he doesn't have the quality to do.
He actually come out on national TV and said, he don't play there for his club, so I can't play there for him. I can't play. What are you talking about? Foden's a middle of the park player.
And as we talk about the wingers, when you're playing for England, you have so much space. Foden's not the one that wants to take you on one-on-one. Do you get what I mean? He likes to play with.
He's got combinations. He has to have combinations.
And that's what he gets with Man City. He's not going to get that. Whereas Saka, give him space.
Just run out.
You're in trouble.
Saka could do both. You know what I'm saying?
And exactly, Saka could do both. So you're in trouble. And technically, Foden's out of this world. So it's both of them have the qualities that I said. In terms of consistency, Saka's definitely proven that to us. There's no doubt within like a next year or two, we're not going to have. There shouldn't be any debate as long as he keeps this kind of level up, really. So, but it is it was interesting to see how many people obviously was on Rio's back because of the statement. But I think it's the Foden comparison.
Even if it wasn't, the age of internet means everyone would have come anyway.
I don't think either of them is world class right now.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I would lean more to Phil's just disgusted, isn't it? I would lean more toward who I think's gonna be world class. I would say Phil. I don't know if Saka's ever gonna be a world class talent. I would love him to be, but I can see Phil being that because everything Philip does in that middle of the park for Man City and Pep is at an elite level. Do you know what I'm saying? And everything he does, his first touch, his decision making from when we first saw him, his decision making has been good. That's why Pep trusts him to say, okay, you play left wing. I put you on the right sometimes. I can put you inside now. I trust you enough that KDB's down for half the season. You're gonna play as my 8, and you see when he plays in there, he excels in there.
No.
I don't think Rio was wrong. I just felt that I don't think either of them is world class. That's my point. I don't think right now.
I agree. I totally agree with what you're saying. I don't think Rio was wrong from his obviously assessment on the reason. And when he explained himself, it made sense because they didn't want to give him an opportunity to explain himself. But when I saw his pod and he explained his reasons why. Nothing wrong with that. It's like it's a logical explanation. But as I said, but I think obviously Arsenal fans were getting riled up because he used Phil Foden.
Yeah, it's because he's Foden. Like I said, their production is not far off each other. So if we're just looking at
that's
production,
what people are going to look at though. And it's
you're saying this season 16-16, both of them doing the same.
That's what they'll bring out. It's always the numbers people bring out.
But then if you just look at overall gameplay, use your eye test. Phil Foden's the better player, bro.
Cool. All right, cool. Let's just round up this week's games and then just one more thing I wanted to touch on before we just we close off.
You know what I've been doing as well, what we need to do at the end of the season. I don't know if you guys are doing it, but I've been doing, obviously I don't watch all the other leagues properly, so I can't scout. But in my own league, I watch my league. I've been scouting. I've had a little list of players that if we need to bring anyone in, I want a budget. There's players that we can bring in from the Premier League that play for Wolves and these other teams.
We should create a little segment for that. At the end of the season.
No. There's bare players in the league that can come and do a job for me right now.
That means we got everyone can do a job for us.
Yeah, but your one's easy. Your one's easy.
Well, cool. All right, let's just quickly go through the games. Obviously, we're just talking about Villa now. Douglas Luiz. 4-2. Villa are not playing around at the moment. They're scoring goals.
Unai Emery wants Champions League football.
He wants Champions League football.
Bailey.
And Bailey's been moving. Man.
But he's not getting 90 minutes. He's moving mad. I can't remember last time he finished 90 minutes.
I don't think he's got it in him.
You think so?
Yeah. So I think maybe Emery's understood him. Because remember there was a time that last season he weren't great. Then there was a time that he just started bringing him in gradually, and he'll come on and he'll do well.
But now every time he starts, he's having an impact on the game though. But I always see Zaniolo comes on or Diaby comes on or someone.
Well, maybe he understands that. Let me bang out one.
They are.
And plus, if you're winning, why not make the sub?
Fair enough.
They are.
But he's impacting though.
They're happy with. They've just given him a new contract.
He's doing well.
I remember it started off as a sub, so
Because he started the season with Watkins and Diaby.
Yeah. So he's
now Diaby ain't in the fold.
That 20 minutes.
Yeah.
He's shown like every time
he done 90 yesterday.
He was doing something.
He done 90 yesterday.
Every time he came on, he was doing something. So he's won that space.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, he done. That's yesterday was the second time he's done 90 all season.
All season. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Cool. I think I was talking to someone yesterday about the Brighton game, and he wanted to put one of them in the Akka. Put Brighton in the Akka. I was like, bro, it seems like.
This is what Everton done last season.
That's what I'm saying. Everton's their bogey team. Like,
Everton absolutely battered them last season. As much as you
expect Brighton to beat them, Brighton's probably going to dominate play, but Brighton might not win this game. I was speaking to him.
In addition, Brighton ain't being great this season. Let's not pretend.
They carried the Europe and
we love their football, but
the only anomaly we can put in it is them juggling Europe and thinking. We watch Brighton in the league. Brighton be moving mad in the league, bro. This year they got Europe. They're not moving as mad. It's simple anyway. That's just a simple answer. It might not be the right answer. It's a simple one to say. They're juggling Europe.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, true.
All right, look, so obviously that was a draw. And then the next one is both of your favourite team, your favourite manager, Visit Company, and Burnley. I was thinking, who's talking about Gary O'Neill?
So yeah, that's the only person. That's probably the only person we can agree on.
Once again, the loss. 3-0.
Yeah, but then Josh got sent off early though.
Yeah, but it was keeper's fault. It was keeper's fault.
Yeah.
Because he had to take it.
Just let the score, man. Yeah, man. Just let the score, man.
Yeah, you should have let him score.
But
should let him score.
They would have lost anyway.
But they were lost anyway. But they're getting relegated, so there's nothing really to talk about. It's just whether they keep Vinny in their championship to bring them back up or they get rid of him.
Yeah, they might give him another chance because I remember they gave
Sean Dyche. Sean went down with them, come back with them.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. They gave Sean another chance.
But this is new owners though, isn't it?
Yeah,
so they might not.
So they might, because Sean, so they might.
No, but his level, he'll win the championship, right? Yeah. So he might as well do that. Then you've got a year to decide who you want to take over.
Fair enough.
I don't want to see him get started. I don't want to see a black man lose his job, but Burnley they don't look good, bro.
And the thing is, they're not learning from their mistakes. They're doing the same old stupid thing.
No, but we argue about this. We argue about this, right? It's personnel. We argue about this. Like, if you want to do something, you have to keep doing it. It's just that the personnel can't handle it. And the Premiership is not the Championship. It's unforgiving.
Badly.
It's on. You can't be. Yeah.
You can go to Crystal Palace and get beat 3-0. Look, it just showed you. You got Palace and get beat 3-0.
Cool.
And the Palace new manager, my boy was at the game yesterday, so I messaged him.
Okay, I was.
My boy Damon was at the game.
I didn't actually watch the full game of what was what.
But he said it looked good because he was like it's like a 3-1-4, but it was a bit different to what Roy done. Okay, my boy was saying the
game in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, the fans look happy
against Newcastle.
Oh, really? That's a good game. Yeah, give us a good insight on how. I want to see what he set up because I'm not sure when they're live next. I want to see what.
But they look. My boy was like, they look good. The fans,
and it'll be interesting to see when. And the two boys comes back as well.
I don't need them to come
Franco.
back. I don't need them to come back.
See what he does with them. So it'll be interesting.
I want both of them to go rehab and come to Arsenal in the summer.
Cool. Obviously, Man City beat Bournemouth yesterday.
Bournemouth done well, you know.
They did well.
But to be fair,
they done better than I expected.
They dominated that first half. They dominated the first half, but then Bournemouth, obviously, even in the first half, Bournemouth still.
Bournemouth was still showing jabs. If it was boxing, they were still throwing jabs.
Exactly, 100%. And in the second half, they just thought we have nothing to lose.
But that was backs to wall for Man City for a big part of that game, you know.
Especially the last 10 minutes. I think at one point, he just probably thought, you know what, let's just take this one and leave it as it is.
It was. If we get a break, we'll take it.
We'll take it. He just wanted to take the 1-0. Like, don't want to antagonize them any further. Like, let's take this.
Bournemouth, their manager will be proud of them. They put in a good performance yesterday, man.
So it was good.
They put in a good performance. I don't remember Edison making mad saves, but there was enough pressure.
Wolves obviously beat Sheffield United. Expected them.
Yeah, but how was that only 1-0, bro? That was the only one. And then why were their players fighting each other? You see their players fighting each other?
It's because we prayed. I was trying to pray for Sheffield United to draw.
So that's what counted. We got the last one was in the last man standing. It would be a rollover.
Oh, okay.
And the rollover, if it rolls over, the prize is like $2,000 something.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I was in deep prayer.
Yeah, man. I was shocked because I was expecting nothing less than Wolves.
3-0. I predicted
minimum.
You know we are liking Sheffield United, McAtee.
Yeah, but you said it before. You mentioned it before. Yeah.
He's a baller.
Well, he's going back to Man City.
He's on Man City, innit? So I expect nothing less.
Bro,
it's like Cole Palmer. That man not be good.
Bro, he's not staying
his ability
there, bro.
Is mad, yeah.
His ability is mad, bro.
Yeah, he's good. Nice
Every time I watch
tidy player.
Like, bro, tidy. I just want him to give him the ball all the time.
But wasn't he? He was with them last season as well, wasn't he? He was on loan.
He was on loan last season. Yeah, I believe he was there last season. Yeah.
No,
he's not permanent.
He's a baller.
Yeah.
That's the game for this
and
week.
West Ham
anyway.
Brentford. By the time this comes out, West Ham will play Brentford.
Yeah, I'm hoping like
need an Ivan Toney hat trick, bro.
Yeah, bro. I know you still got Ivan. I'm hoping he does nothing.
I need Ivan Toney hat trick, bro.
Yeah, I hope he does.
This week has been horrible. I actually need Ivan Toney to score like a hat trick and 2 assists.
Bro, no. Because I think
only.
Because I don't know where. So on the table,
I might DM him. I'm gonna DM him. I might find the seats riding on this, bro.
Normally on the fantasy table, you're saying,
shit.
It's me, like, he's always behind me, innit? Like, I'm second, Ham's third. And then there was like 2-3 weeks ago, he went second, I went third. And then this week, I was like, why is it not third anymore? Where's he gone? Bro, where's he gone?
I'm fifth, bro.
Out of nowhere, bro.
I'm fifth. I was top in my other leagues, I'm third.
Yeah,
it's these holidays I did, man.
Bro,
that's what I'm saying, bro. And I got like 2 more before the league ends, bro.
You're in trouble. You're in trouble.
Bro, I was in Milan like this in my hotel room. I think, should I get?
I think you're probably getting ready to go out.
And I'm not rational. I'm getting ready to go out.
You're not rational.
You're not rational.
I haven't given it deep thought. I haven't given it
just
deep
do
thought.
anything.
I've just gone. Even this week, I just put, you know what? Let me just get Watkins back.
You're in Milan getting ready. I did in Lagos sweating.
I didn't see Amala Sky in Lagos.
He's probably looking at the players. He's probably thinking, Alvarez, I'll buy you Amala if you do well this week.
I'm gonna bribe you, Makara.
I can give you 1 million naira now. You know the rate is good.
Light, bro. You have a millionaire naira right now.
You know, it's crazy. It's crazy how it is.
Look, that's it, man. There's one last bit I wanted to touch on before we jump off today. It's just that the availability for managers in the summer. So obviously, initially we all thought Xabi Alonso will go to Liverpool. Obviously, he was a favourite for that. Now, obviously, Bayern has just already announced that
Thomas Tuchel.
Yeah. And then obviously from the reports in Germany is now Xabi Alonso is a favourite for the Bayern.
Mm-hmm.
So and then don't forget what's his name as well. Xavi is leaving Barcelona, so Barcelona needs a manager.
Yeah.
If you guys were to, and obviously I'm hoping we'll probably need a manager.
Liverpool need a manager.
Liverpool need a manager. So who do you think is favourite for the Liverpool one? Who do you think suits Liverpool?
Yeah, I can't see no one outside of Xabi Alonso. This is a bait one, isn't it? Just because of what Leverkusen are doing this season. Like, you watch Leverkusen this season.
Yeah.
They look absolutely beautiful, bro.
Yeah, I think
so. It's not rock and roll football like what Jurgen does. But I thought Jurgen was slowly transitioning Liverpool out of that anyway. I don't think they were just as mad as when he first
they didn't
got
have
there.
the same personnel.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the Zerbi could do.
But I feel De Zerbi is perfect for Man City. I feel like De Zerbi, Pep leave, De Zerbi go there. I feel that's a better fit. He's more intricate for me how he sets his team up, and I think that look at Pep. Look at how Pep speaks about De Zerbi. He speaks about him glowingly, bro. Like that, how they build up football. I can't train my team to build up football like that. That's exactly what he said. I'm paraphrasing, but that's what he was saying. So I think De Zerbi to Man City is the fit. I think for Liverpool, definitely not Thomas Tuchel. I don't think he needs to come back to the Prem. He ain't pulling up no strings. So yeah, I just think it's. And for me, I'd like to see Xabi Alonso.
From the managers available, obviously, I don't think any of the top teams will go for Conte or Mourinho.
Yeah,
put them to the side.
Graham Potter
might be.
Graham Potter needs a job.
It depends who might. Yeah. So I think Xavi would definitely leave Bayern. I mean, Leverkusen.
But you think so?
I think he's leaving Leverkusen.
Definitely leave though.
I think
if they win the league.
No. He leaves.
He leaves.
Like at the end of the day, you've done well with a club, but now you're talking about big leagues. You're talking about.
But then if he
thinks, it's like everyone leaves Dortmund for Bayern. Everyone leaves Dortmund
because
for Bayern.
What you need to understand about
managers, players,
Leverkusen as well.
But what if he wants to change that?
But what I'm trying to say with Leverkusen,
unless he wants to change that,
he's not going to be able to hold on to those players as well to do the same thing again.
But I think those players will be loyal to him. A lot of those players are nobody.
A lot of them already signed. They already got release clause on their contracts.
Yeah, money speaks, bro. And it's the same way we talk about players. If an offer comes in for you at a top club, you're not staying.
Yeah, Frimpong ain't staying.
Frimpong's already got 40 million release clause in his contract.
He released clause only 40M.
Yeah, 40M, bro.
What? He released his 40M.
Bro, I've been asking for Frimpong. If anyone's getting him, it's me.
Imagine Frimpong getting sacked on the right wing. Oh my days. You don't know who's who. They look alike anyway.
I've been asking for him since.
So look, I just don't think it would be allowed to hold on to a lot of those players as well. And he wouldn't want to do that. He wouldn't want to go through that route again. You went so the season before it was building up, setting up for this season, and then now you're gonna win the league, and then you now lose the core. But
I think he should go Liverpool. I don't think he should go Bayern though. If he wins the league with Leverkusen, I wouldn't want to see him go Bayern because I thought that's what everyone does.
I don't like it. I
think he goes Bayern because.
I mean, I know he's played for both clubs though.
Yeah, both clubs. But I think Bayern because Bayern will give him more time to do.
But I don't think that's challenging himself. You've won the league with Leverkusen, bro. You in that league.
But in his mind
you won it with Leverkusen.
He might want to go and win the Champions League with Bayern.
But if you can't, you can win the Champions League with Leverkusen. In my opinion, if you won the league with them, you competed with Bayern in the same league. Yeah. They're not a point behind. There's a gap. There's a little gap.
Well, it's a poor Bayern. It's a poor Bayern.
The players are there, are they? You know what I'm saying? It's a poor Bayern. It's a poorly coached. It's a poorly coached Bayern.
So
the players are not poor.
No, but Bayern are also in the transition because a lot of those players, they need to let them go because Bayern shouldn't have won the league last year. Don't let us forget that.
Yeah, Dortmund fucked that up in the last 10 years.
I'm saying Bayern shouldn't have won that league last year as well. So it's a poor Bayern that needs changing. And he knows so it's not like an easy fix as well. There's a lot of those players.
But then that league is not a challenge as our league.
I get that.
That league's not a challenge. Dortmund are never winning that league. So the only competition will be the Leverkusen team that he just left.
And if he leaves them, they're not going to be a challenge.
Yeah.
So they win anyway.
I think for me, the biggest challenge is Liverpool. And
if he wants to challenge, it's Liverpool.
Yeah, the biggest challenge is Liverpool. But I think it goes Bayern.
And Liverpool's
because he will want to do Champions League with Bayern. I think he will want to do Champions League with Bayern, and he probably feels like he will have a better chance to win the Champions League with Bayern because the league will expect him to win the league anyway.
Yeah, naturally.
See what I'm saying? And then you come to the Premier League, the challenge is definitely the Premier League, but you're going up against a probably by Pep that doesn't want to leave.
But Pep won't be there for long though. Pep's not going to stay in our league for much longer.
Fair enough.
Pep won't stay in our league for much longer. So
then he's got Arteta. So is he prepped for that? Because them guys, Arteta is like going in his fourth season after this.
In his fourth
season, I'm saying. So you're not just going against Pep anymore. So you're not guaranteed for them big boys to stay. Like Van Dijk, we don't know what he's going to do. Last year, Van Dijk can think, I can do a job for. Let me go and win some Champions League with Real Madrid because they've got all these players. I just need a centre back. My job won't be as hard as it is in the Premier League when I'm chasing around all these young boys. See what I'm saying? He can think that Salah's probably definitely going to leave anyway. And then Trent was probably the only one that's likely to stay, but unless if someone gives him a tempting offer, but I don't think he will leave.
But I think what Liverpool done in the transfer window is enough to entice another manager to say it's a good project.
And then the thing on top of Liverpool is that he has to work with restrictions where he wouldn't have to, like other teams, he will be able to get what he wants in Bayern. Then he has to work within restrictions. He might not be ready for that kind of restriction. But man, Klopp had to go through in order for him to.
Madness though. He's already doing that at Bayern with he's competing against the big boys and he's going to win the league there.
But what restrictions are we looking at? If he goes to Liverpool?
I'm saying, okay, look, let's say these players are going, Salah goes, blah, blah, blah. Are we sure that this guys will put up the same numbers as Salah? Who do we get to replace Salah's numbers?
Yeah.
How much do you have to pay for that? Liverpool probably want to bring out someone else, an up and coming.
Liverpool not going to go break the bank.
They're not going to go break the bank for anyone. And the same thing with Van Dijk. They're not going to go break the bank for anyone to come and play centre back. So what that means is it might need like 2-3 years for this.
The good thing, but I think what Xavi Alonso has done, I saw someone talking about this as well. The good thing he's done is he's done a lot with less. If he's going to win the league with Bayern Leverkusen, just look at the Leverkusen 11 and look at the players that come on.
Yeah,
we don't know them like that. Grimaldo's good, Frimpong's good, Florian Wirtz is probably our favourite player. He's amazing, but he comes from the youth team. But what he's done in terms of
he's going Bayern.
So I'm saying what he's done with less is enough because that's what Klopp done. Klopp done that with Liverpool. He done a lot with less.
Dortmund.
But the Premier League, Premier League is a lot more punishing though.
Yeah, but he'll be afforded time. He won't come to Liverpool and say, okay, go win the league now. He'll be afforded time. They like his brand of football at Leverkusen.
Well, we assume he'll be afforded time if they're not dumb.
Yeah.
You lose your manager and your two best players.
You lose one of the greatest managers in Premier League history.
Hopefully, if he does choose Liverpool, hopefully he's given the time. But it's in his mind, I think Bayern, yes, they need to get fixed up as well. If I can go to the Champions League and go up against like a Real Madrid that's stacked with full of like how many players or a Pep and Man City and bring the Champions League.
You think you can do a better job with Bayern then?
And if I bring that Champions League back, going up against all them guys, and we don't know who's going to go into Barcelona. And Barca, don't get me wrong, Barca team is stacked as well.
Barca got bare young brothers.
Bare, like, bro, what's the winger game? He doesn't want to allow Rafinha to play anymore.
Yeah.
Like, they're also stacked as well. So it's just, we don't know who's going to go into Bayern.
See where it goes, though.
So it'll be interesting to see who ends up where everyone goes. And I hope we don't get pick the short straw.
But you might ain't getting no one proper. Bro. You know that. You might not get Graham Potter or something like that, bro. You're not getting someone proper.
We'll get someone proper. Who? Bro, we got money.
But you're not getting. You're not,
money, bro.
You're not spending. You ain't got no money to spend, bro.
We're about to spend money. We might not spend money on players. Let's build that foundation.
Yeah.
We might not buy anyone for another 2 years, but we're going to build that foundation.
So what Tom is saying is Liverpool need a manager. Barcelona need a manager. Bayern need a manager.
So
and then United will need a manager because Ten Hag is going.
The top managers are going to pick from those three clubs.
United at the bottom, bro.
I don't know how.
United at the bottom.
My thing is, I don't know how we're going to be able to convince.
There's no difference between us and Barcelona. There's no difference.
Barcelona is you're going to Barcelona. It's a two.
There's no difference.
League. No, I see it's a two-team league. It's you and Real Madrid probably gonna win the league. Atletico are bare enough. You come to United, you already know a couple of years we're not win the league. You already know.
And you're gonna
Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal.
If someone's we're talking about challenge. If someone's really looking for a challenge,
the same, man.
United's one's not a challenge. United one's a possible thing, bro. United's one's not a challenge, bro.
United and Barcelona.
Yeah, man, man.
But the thing with
United one is just
the thing is whoever goes to Barca as well, it's like it's gonna take a lot because you're thinking. You look at Real Madrid, what they're going to have next season.
Real Madrid are not playing fair, by the way.
And Barca might wake up in the morning and find out they need to sell half of their team.
Yeah.
Real Madrid are not playing fair, fam. Have you seen what their team's going to look like next year? No, fuck that, man. Fuck that.
You know what? No,
they are not playing fair, bro.
It's going to get to a point that there's going to be zero balance. So we just need to wait for that.
Yeah,
I don't know how they're paying all those players, bro.
Brother, their team is mad, fam.
Something's going to happen.
But to be fair, they've done well over the years to build that up.
The
Champions League winnings.
Yeah, and they got bare young brothers.
They
haven't gone to
because they bought Camavinga how many years ago?
Yeah, Camavinga.
So it was like season after season. It wasn't that as if they were stacking up slowly, and they bought the striker Hendricks. Like, don't worry, stay there. Come later. You come. Then they bought the Turkish brother as well.
Arda Güler.
Yeah.
He's there as well. Then now they're already working on Alphonso Davies.
You know what I'm waiting for? Whoever they don't play.
Yeah.
You know whoever don't play gonna come to Arsenal. You know. Dani Ceballos came here. Odegaard come here. There's gonna be no space. I'm just waiting for Arda Güler. I'm waiting for one of them's gonna have to come to us, bro. Because Real Madrid's not gonna offer them enough game time.
Yeah.
Cool. And the next season will be massive pressure on Ancelotti as well because you're not. Is
Ancelotti staying another year?
Yeah, they gave him a new contract. For another 2 to 3 years. So you're not going to get all those. What they're going to expect next is Champions League.
Yeah.
And you know what Real Madrid is like.
They'll win one in the next 2-3 years, Real Madrid.
Yeah. And once they win one, then it might be 2 or 3.
Bellingham's going to win the Champions League. Jude's going to win the Champions League with Real Madrid. So,
no, it's cool. That's it. I thought it would be an interesting topic. So
it's true. It's good. It's going to be good to see where everyone goes.
So if I want
to see who Man United get.
If you're listening, let us get your thoughts where you think that where the managers are going to go. Those are the managers available. If there's a manager that you feel like we've missed out, that you think
I'm trying to think on top of my head.
I think is it a Sporting Libs doing one? What's his name?
Amorim.
So
he's supposed to go somewhere else. Remember, there's someone else interested in him last season. Yeah.
So there's a few names.
And to be fair, the manager might come out of nowhere. Not saying that.
I don't. It might not be someone that
Posh Ange from Tottenham. He's doing a brilliant job at Tottenham.
100%.
Do you know what I'm saying? So the manager might
managers out there because if they're coaching, scouting properly, they're not just basing it off names.
Yeah. I'm just happy that it's not the Contes and Mourinho's that are gonna get these big jobs.
I don't think.
No,
their time is gone now. So I think they will only get a job out of desperation. Let's say that they get someone in.
Caretaker.
It didn't work. Caretaker. We just need someone to get us through the season.
Let Conte make them sprint 100 times a day. Make them throw up.
So that's the only time I think they get a job. I don't think that's the best bet for them to go Saudi now. Let them start fighting on the touchline in Saudi or something.
Let them.
Nothing. They're definitely not first pick. I'll be astonished if I see.
No, I can't see
the top team going for them. That's it. So as I say, people, if you're listening, just let us know what your thoughts are. And in regards to like Saka, Foden, do you think any of them are world class at the moment? Is there anything else we touched on today?
Yeah, that's it.
And what do you think about Chelsea's bottle job? in the final.
Billion pound bottle jobs. I thought that was a line and a half from Gary Neville.
Cool. All right. Thanks for listening. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel. We'll be back next week.
I'll be wearing my Man City top next week. I'm sure the score is going to be 6-1.
We out. Peace.